Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? Those listening on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and for those who follow my show with TikToks under HCS895 and join the lives on Restream, I'm your host, HCS. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing a quick live for all the late night owls that are out there tonight. Been pretty busy this past, 2-3 weeks, and recuperating from an injury from when I've been moving, so I'm trying to recuperate from that. We still got a little bit more to move, but in spite of that, trying to fix the house. I want to have it, uh, and still got a lot of work to do. Of setting up how I want to set it up. So how's everybody doing tonight? How you doing, brother Andres Carizales? Hanging in there, brother, hanging in there. Just hanging in there, man. Recuperating from my injury on my leg. Very painful, but I still managed to move some stuff, regardless of how my leg is feeling. But yeah, it's painful when I do decide to pick up some heavy stuff, and yeah, I'll be feeling the pain. Let me share out this link to the groups on Facebook that I shared to. I'm just doing a quick live just to see how everybody's doing. I know it's been a while that I've come on live. There we go. We're all shared out, brothers and sisters. For those tuning in. Yeah, I just been taking it easy, brothers and sisters. Said hurt my leg, and still trying to recuperate from that. But that hasn't stopped me from helping out. We're trying to do a lot of things at once. It just takes a toll, especially when you get an injury. If I wouldn't have been injured, well, it would make the move that much easier. But the injury kind of set me back some on my leg, which I could be doing fine, and all of a sudden I feel some sharp pain where I guess I must have tore something there. I never went to get it checked out or nothing like that. Maybe after we finish what we got to do, then I might go get it checked out. Yeah, it's been a while that I've been out here, brothers and sisters. I figure, take a little break, to heal from my leg, and just a different atmosphere. When you move, when you're a certain location, you're used to the atmosphere because you've been there for so long, and it's just you got to get used to the environment, right? And the environment over here is pretty nice, pretty mellow. A lot of things that were happening at the old house are not happening here. The atmosphere inside the home is very, very calm, very pleasant, very peaceful. Uh, Outside the house, same way. We're not having all the activity that we were having in Elms Grove, or Elms Grove, or where I used to live. Uh, I know, sometimes it could be the land. I haven't even set up my crystals or nothing. Like I said, I'm working with one leg. My other leg is recuperating, but I try my best to try to lift with my good side, my left side. I'm pretty strong from the upper body, and I try to put all the weight on my other leg. And my other leg is, that's the one I got the injury, but right now it's a strong leg. But yeah, it's real nice location where we're at right now. Real peaceful, some friendly neighbors. We met some today. We're building a fence also, trying to build a wooden fence. There's a section that was missing, like a fence. It's got link fence, but we're trying to build a fence there, and that's on the project of doing that. We got a lot of little projects we want to do. But yes, it's been a while, brothers and sisters, that I've been up here. I know I see PRT busy all the time. Doing the show and stuff, which is good. It's awesome. Everybody's staying active. I've seen the same people. They be doing their podcast and stuff like that, staying busy. Which with me, I just felt that, since I'm still doing the move, just do a little quick live just to let y'all know how everything's going. Just fixing little things here and there. But very peaceful here, actually. That I've been getting some real good sleep. I guess catching up on sleep that I've missed on from doing the late night feeds. Marcus 369. There's really no topic tonight. Just talking with y'all, man. For the regulars, I just want to apologize that I haven't been doing the lives that I normally do. For a long time, 7 days a week for a while now. I have been doing that for a very long time, late night. But this move has given me time to spend some time for myself, relax. Just trying to set up the home how I want to. As you see, I haven't even set nothing up back here. Thinking of doing something different. But we're still in the process of doing a lot of other things. Got to change our IDs and all kinds of things that we still got to do that we haven't done because we still haven't even finished doing the move. Still got to finish doing the move. Then we have to go to the other house and clean the house to try to get it, to pass inspection or whatever, to turn it back, the keys back into the owners of the other house or the renters, right? But this house here, it feels good, good atmosphere. We're gonna do things. Got a lot of things I want to do. Want to build another. We already got a patio, but I want to build another patio in the back. So there's a lot of little projects that I want to knock out. This is I guess you know how the people say the last hurrah, you know. So you could say this is the house here that, you know, for however long I live, you know, this is the house that, you know, goes to pay it off. And you know, so if it's my turn to cross over, whatever happens, well, you know, it's gonna go to my family member, right? Try to leave something behind. You know, the start that I didn't get from, you know, which I've had a lot of opportunities, you know, but you know, it's just something that I want to do. I want to leave something behind, of course, leaving all the content of spiritual encrypted encounters. You know, I'll talk a lot about a lot of spiritual. Yes, I'm the guy that brings the mixes things up in the paranormal encrypted community, and some people do not like it. You know, some people don't like it when I speak my truth. Uh, they do not like it because I bring the spiritual aspect of it. So I said, let me take a break, man. You know, before anything, they said that somebody had some kind of information about the Patterson film that is fake and all this stuff and extra footage. I'm not even worried about the extra footage or nothing like that. I just know it's fraudulent. You could tell it's fraudulent, that it's hoax. You know, you could tell it's a person in costume. Bottom line, you know, when people want to believe it's not a person in costume, so be it. You know, but you could tell it's a person in costume. Yeah, uh, you know, but and you know what? It's not about me targeting anybody and just speaking my truth. You know, I can tell when it's a person in costume. You know, you see it all the time. You know, you see people in costume. You know, whether it's a Bigfoot costume, something pretending to be some kind of creatures, you could tell it's either people in costume or makeup or AI. You know, yeah, yeah. You got a lot of hoaxers out there that are playing y'all, man. A lot of hoaxers that are playing y'all. You know, at least I can say one thing about spiritual encrypted encounters, that I got the evidence and proof through my short reels and videos, my evidence, right, of the things that I've captured. Although, you know, you want to call it paranormal or spiritual, however you want to call it. I got my evidence, you know, I got pictures, I got short reels, I got my evidence, you know, and my stories, which include the videos where I've captured the evidence, compared to somebody that's just saying a story, but they're gonna prove nothing. It's just a story. You know, that they don't have no evidence of nothing. So it's just their say so. Me, I just don't have my say so. I have evidence, video evidence, short reels, pictures of the things that I capture when I go do my investigations. You know, I think I've shown enough evidence without a shadow of a doubt to prove that the things that are out there are more about the spiritual aspect of things than the physical aspect of things. Let me see something here real quick. Yeah, got to bring out the evidence, man. Show the proof, show the evidence, the things that you capture. For those that are the real fan, the true, should I say, chosen ones that are here, you know what it's about because everybody that tunes into spiritual cryptid encounters is unique. They've all been through something that makes them who they are, and they understand where I'm coming from because they can relate to it, right? Because they know that what I'm speaking here in spiritual encrypted encounters is the truth. When I talk about always maintain a heavenly love foundation, no matter what the situation is, who says that? I've been saying this for a very long time, right? Who says that out of any podcast or anybody that you know of? I've been saying this since positive spiritualists and for people that knew me from the military. Some people that remember me, they remember the things that I used to say, right? Like, for example, no fear was one of them. No matter what the situation is, don't be afraid because there's always a higher power at work. Stay calm, relax, and handle the situation accordingly. Well, there is animals, Marcus, in the jungle. I trained in the military, as you can see. I'm a combat veteran. There's my unit, 135 Armor that I went to. I was in the military 10 years. My first year and a half, I went to war. My first year and a half in the military is I went to combat. I was in the Battle of Medina Ridge in Operation Desert Storm. For 10 years of my life, I trained daytime and nighttime in the military. For the first 5 years of the military, I spent it just training day and night, 10 months out of the year, just training, very, very rare that we took a leave, maybe possibly for Christmas, but not all the time, because, sometimes you get deployed. So yeah, I trained offense and defense. That was my job in the military. Be able to handle a situation accordingly to the threat. So yeah, I've seen all kinds of things out there, Marcus. And yes, there is a lot of things in the jungle that nobody knows about. I wouldn't want to be in the jungles in Brazil, and on all those jungles where they have the anacondas or anything like that. Luckily I didn't encounter anything like that. I did encounter some giant snakes though. I encountered some giant javelinas while I was stationed in Germany. These javelinas were big as cows. So yeah, there's things that are out there in Mother Nature, right, that are flesh and blood creatures that we know of. But there's a lot of things that I witnessed when I hear stories that people say that they sound fabricated. Because I've seen the things that are out there. For example, one of the fabrications that I've heard is the Gondor giant. That's like creepy pasta. I remember when I was out there back in '95. There was a couple of guys who were they call it, considered themselves poetic. They were write poems. So they say, well, how about we do a story and make the story seem like it's real, so people can believe that it's something really that happened, to see how many people buy into it, right? Well, in that sense of way, that's no difference. Like, for example, I share one of the creepypasta stories that somebody made up. The one where there was three soldiers that got sent on a mission. I believe it was in in Pakistan or Bosnia because of a signal that was being sent from a cave. There was a distress signal, for some people that they got missing, and there was a cave, and they were following the signal. Next thing you know, something takes one of the guys, and then something else takes the other person. And there was one guy that survived. They said that it was a giant bat-like creature, right? That took the person, and the guy that survived had a bite mark, from this supposedly big old bat that attacked him, right? Well, that right there was a story that somebody made up just to see, right? Fabricated story just to see if people were going to buy into it. How many people are going to buy into it? You got the one with the Gondor giant, same thing. Trust me, man. I have friends that are in higher positions, and they still work for the government. They're up there in Washington, special ops guys that deal with the special ops, to give the equipment to the special forces, the Navy SEALs. If there was a story in this nature, he would have told me something about it. And maybe he wouldn't tell me something about it, but I'm more sure he would tell me something about it. In which that story right there to me is fabricated and it's false. People want to say something just to see, okay, what they're going to buy to them. There's one that I seen of a guy talking about zombies, right? They were shooting soldiers and were the enemy, and they were getting up and coming at them like they were zombies, and they kept on shooting, they kept on coming up. Well, I wouldn't consider them to be zombies, but there's something else that could possibly do something like that, besides zombies. I heard the story. There was this guy talking about zombies. How they would shoot at them, there was dropping, they would get back up and come at them. I mean, most of these guys that are out there, right? If you're not a sniper, you're just shooting. And some of these people do have equipment that's got armor, right? So they might be hitting something, but they might be armor plated, where the bullet it's going to drop them, but they're still going to get up, right? This one possibility. It's possible that they might have gotten a shot at it at the soldier, but maybe it hit the armor that they have on, the body armor, and they got up and still kept on coming at them. The other possibility, I know that our government did it back during Vietnam. Is maybe these guys were high on something, when people are doing drugs or whatever, they might have been high on something. So the bullets that were hitting them wasn't phasing them, especially if it's one of those missions that is, it's one of those missions where either they kill or they be killed, like a kamikaze, that they're just going to go for it. It doesn't matter if they get shot, they're dead as it is already, That's another possibility. Another possibility, the spiritual aspect of it, something that can do something like that would be something that has control of the vessel, which would not be the person themselves. It would be that the person would be demonized, that something else has control of that vessel. Imagine a force that could possibly, it's got full control of that body. And if it was, this happened out there in Iraq, there's only one that comes into mind to me from that area, which would be the Jinn, what they call the Jinn, a dark shadow figure, with through magic, as a form of possession, in which has been many of our veterans or should I say soldiers, have been attacked by this degen, going from deployment to deployment back and forth. From the time I was in out there, and from the all the way till now, people are still getting deployed over there. You might not hear it a lot, but people still get deployed to go guard the borders of those locations. People get called to go guard the borders of these locations, brothers and sisters. There's another possibility that could happen, or they're shooting at something, and possibly it's already something that's dead. For example, like a ghost, in which, or a phantom, in which I've seen that out there. You got to remember, the jinn, they have capabilities of different manifestations to take many different forms. So you could say they can play games with people, mimic voices and things like that. So yeah, they might be shooting at something, but doesn't mean that what they're shooting at is getting confirmed kills. Does that sound familiar? Soldiers shooting at something, but it's not dying. But does that sound familiar when it comes down to the cryptid community? Right? We've heard it before. We've heard Bigfoots getting shot by hunters, direct shots, and nothing happens. Like, they're not even being phased by the bullets. Not just Bigfoots. You hear it with other cryptids, Dogman, that they get, shoot them in the face, and then next thing you know, there's no body or nothing. Right? They supposedly, there's excuses that people make, but they're just trying to figure out. They have to come up with something to cover up. We're like, well, I shot at it, but it didn't die. Why didn't it die? I shot it right in the face. So I got to make up an excuse. Well, I'm going to say that the government came in and picked up the body. Well, how about if you say the truth? You shot at it, you didn't kill it because it's a spirit. I think people would rather hear the truth than a lie, especially when there's no evidence. Trust me, when you get confirmed kills in the military, there's the soldiers that take pictures of the confirmed kills that they take of, they have to report. It's one of the things when you're recon ones, you have to report how many rounds you wasted. You got to report what is it that you shot at, confirmed kill, whether it was a person, where you wasted some rounds on a vehicle, whatever the case, right? You gotta tell the people in charge what you wasted your ammo. For example, I was a tanker. I had to report where the main gun rounds, T-72s, whatever, right? We had to report it, or how many ammo we wasted, what we shot at, and to get how many kills, you have to report that. I think I'm way behind on the comments because the screen stopped moving. Yeah, so some of these guys is dealing with drugs. That's right. The bath salts. You hear it all the time. The people that are doing on drugs, man, they're, that's being self-inflicted by them by being on the drugs. And then, of course, if the vessel is open, they can possibly get demonized also, besides the drug. Yeah, it's not smoke they're made out of. It's because they're in spirit. So yeah, they look like smoke, but it's spirit. A dark spirit, darker than night. I have my short reels here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters here on YouTube. I have short reels of this dark shadow entities that I capture out there that are You could say smoke, but I'll just say spirit, right? Because they're darker than night, but they're shadow. They're not something that's in the flesh. They're something there that's in spirit. Yeah. Cousin just says he's got somebody got in a fight with his house, and the house won. You got all kinds of crazy people out there, man. I mean, you guys out there got guys out there investigating, call themselves boots on the ground. They weigh like 500 pounds, can barely get off the vehicle, and they only walk around their vehicle. They got all kinds of freaking lights on them, and then they make their own sound effects. Like, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Then the person, you can hear him. It's just his voice. It's like me saying, "No, mommy, no, mommy, no." You can hear his own voice saying, "No, mommy, no, mommy, no." Pretending it's a ghost. Those are the ones you got to look out for, man. Those are fraudulent people right there. I don't know that guy. I don't think it's no bath salts. I'm just thinking it's, I don't know, something with the corn, man. I don't know what kind of corn he's eating or whatever, but it's something in that corn, pesticides or something. It's got them all crazy. Yeah, there's some danger. Those are the dangerous people, man. And of course, we know there's people that are out there that have old spiritual openings. We talk about that here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Drugs is one of them. Uh, and then there's some people that are wicked people, that they like to do wicked things. That's what they base their life off. Do wicked things to people, they feed off of that. Yeah. It's a lot of crazy characters, man. I mean, here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, I try to give an open platform, right? Like tomorrow, we got open mic night. I'm thinking about doing one. I'll talk to my brother. I thought I'm gonna do a short live tonight, just to get in base with the audience. That I'm still in the move. I gotta fix up this. How I want to fix it up. But in order for me to fix up how I want to fix it up, I need to ask my wife where could I put the things that I want to put. Um, which I want to make it like a different atmosphere and stuff like that in a positive way. But yeah, there's a lot of strange characters out there, brothers and sisters. Like here on Spiritual Encrypted, I don't mind. When I have open mic, people can talk about whatever they want to talk about. But the thing is, just don't talk about something without no evidence or no proof of anything. If you're going to bring some evidence and proof, bro, bring it, right? I think when it comes down to the Bigfoot believers, I have people contact me all the time through Messenger, and I tell them, well, show me your evidence. Come on over. We got open mic nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bring your evidence. Show me your evidence of what you captured out there of this Bigfoots that you say they exist. But not one person, the Bigfoot community is a big community, right? Not one person has brought me any kind of physical evidence or any solid any evidence that they exist. No evidence. I don't want to see no footprints. I don't want to see no footprints. Anybody can make a footprint, especially when you're in the mud. You know, you can slide it, slide your feet a little bit. It's going to make it look a certain way. Bring me some video footage. I don't want to see no fake stuff from the YouTube channel. I don't want to see no fake stuff from AI. Show me your evidence. Something that's your evidence. This goes to any cryptozoologist or any Bigfoot person, or better yet, somebody in charge of a Bigfoot group. Bring me your freaking evidence that these things exist. I don't want to see no hoax Patterson film or any kind of film. Show me your evidence, just like I share my evidence of the things that I could share. Show me your evidence. Because there's a lot of people that want to talk a big game in the Bigfoot community, but they never have anything to show for it. They never show nothing. They just talk a big game, write books like they're some kind of professional, but they have no evidence of anything. No evidence. You know, I'll do it like that movie. Show me the money. Show me the money. Well, show me the evidence, man. Don't be hitting me up on Messenger, telling me what's going on behind your yard. I want to see evidence. I want to see proof. I mean, shit. It goes for anybody. I've had people contact me that said, they say they're werewolves. So really, so you're a werewolf. So what kind of werewolf are you? Did it belong to kind of tribe and this and that? So well, next time there's a full moon or you manifest or change form, take a video of yourself doing this and share it with me so I can see your transformation. Not to this day, of all the people that contact me that they're werewolves, have I seen a video of a transformation that somebody is manifesting. Negative attachments can make you think that way, man. Negative attachments can make you think you're a werewolf. They can make you think you're a vampire. They can make you think you're talking to how do they call them? Shadow people. They can say that Bigfoot is your best friend, that you've been knowing Bigfoot since you're a child. Demons can do that. They can install that in your head. Yeah, there are demons. That's what they are. Well, they're not. They manifest to look like creatures, but they're demonic. Not creatures. Creatures will mean there's something that's alive. So they just take manifestations of things, right? They manifest spiritual manifestations. Yeah, cousin Jesse said he's seen a werewolf. Yeah, a lot of supernatural stuff, man. Let me drop a link here. See if cousin Jesse was jump on for a little bit. I'm just doing a short live. We're at 39, maybe like in the next hour or the next 30 minutes. If he wants to jump on, it's up to him. Not, I'll just leave the invite there. I'm waiting on a couple of big jackpots. They're gonna go off. But yeah, man, tomorrow or later on, yeah, tonight, I do want to do an open mic night. You know, if anybody's got any story or any kind of evidence, bring it, man. Tomorrow will be the night for that. How you doing, cousin Jesse?
Hey, cousin Abe. How you doing, man?
Tomorrow, how you doing? Tomorrow will be the night, or later on tonight, on Tuesday night will be the night for this.
I know. Tuesday, and then I don't know if you're gonna be live Wednesday. I know you missed last Wednesday.
Yeah, I haven't been able. I hadn't, been recuperating from an injury on my leg and still moving and stuff like that.
How's the leg?
It's still hurting, cousin, but I elevate it later on tonight.
Yeah, I need to
It's
elevate
part
mine
of my
because
calf muscle, man. Why I injured it right in the back.
both of my feet get swollen because I sit on the edge of the bed like I'm doing now. But if I lay
Our
down, then
our
you
word of
can't
vision
hear
says, "I believe Dogman is a supernatural creature, not flesh." Yeah, I've seen something, man,
me.
that did have the ability to move a manhole, the cover of a manhole, and I think it went inside there. I just didn't follow because as big as it was, I was like, "Hey, if it's that big and it's going in there, no, I'm not going to go inside that manhole to see what's down there. If there's a cave or what, man."
Like I
Then
said, the one that I saw, it melted into the ground.
someone named Claudio here. Oh, what's up, Claudio?
How you doing, man?
Hola, hello. Hello, how are you?
Alrighty, brother. Just doing a quick
How's it?
live, man. Tomorrow we're gonna have the open mic night. I was just doing a like an hour live tonight. You know, I've been moving. Uh, that injured my leg, so I'm just making a quick live for the viewers here. Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Uh,
Your leg?
hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do a live. I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of things. It's just sometimes the pain on my
Your
leg
knee?
hurts, so I have to elevate it. And sitting down and helping it, you know.
Is your leg or your knee?
My chamorro,
On his
my
calf.
my calf muscle. Yeah, yeah. I caught it with a trailer in a dolly.
You were working.
Yeah,
He's
I'm moving.
moving.
Do you believe in distance, my friend?
What did you say?
Do you believe in distance?
As in, what do you mean? Time?
In every way. My context is when I was injured years ago. A friend of mine um, asked me, "Do you believe in distance?" And I was like, uh, "Yeah, like geographical distance." And he told me, "There's not uh, s- that thing that they call distance doesn't exist. It's just a word and a concept they established to put
I'll be back.
borders." When they put borders, and I told my friend, he told me those borders are the they those borders doesn't exist. There's no thing called distance. So he told me, "You are injured. in your shoulder. And I told him, bro, yeah. And he told me, I know. And when you have some part of your body injured because you receive a hit or you make a very strong move, he told me you were moving, you were working or moving to create something or to make something. So if you believe in distance, I cannot help you. But if you believe in the thing that I want to share with you, maybe I can help you. And I was, this was many years ago. I was very shocked, and he's a dear friend. So I asked him, bro, tell me what I need to know because rationally, in the logic, I'm not following. And he told me, I can help you with your body in that exact place that you are injured. If you want to, I can break the distance, and my friends and I can help you to relieve the first impact and relieve the pain. And I was like, bro, I love you. You're my friend. I know you years. So, okay. So he did remote distance healing, and I was open to it. It's not a strict manual or anything like that, but he taught me that sometimes when any part of your body got uh, injured, it's because you have crystallized energy, specifically in the articulations, in the elbows, in the knees, in the parts where the body bends. And it worked in this first stage. It worked. And I was like, bro, and the next day I was like, bro, I feel so much better. And he told me, yeah, because you healed yourself because you were open to the concept that distance isn't real, and you were open to receive my help as your friend with my friends, but in reality you heal yourself by just uh, putting or your faith and will to be healed. You know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
explaining it.
a kind of like a mind over matter thing. You just set it in your mind. Like the pain, I still be moving around and stuff. I don't think about it. The only thing I haven't been able to do is like my workouts. I haven't done my workouts because you move so many minerals that I've moved. There's a lot of weight. That's what hurt me was moving those minerals. It was a lot of kilos.
Hmm.
A lot of minerals that I got. But I'm done moving the minerals. Um, but that's when I hurt my leg. But it's healing now. It's in the healing process and stuff like that. You know, hopefully by like next 2 weeks it'll be a lot better. I'm just feel some pain. I still get like a knot there, but I don't try to think about it too much.
Um, you can move your leg, or you have
Oh yeah,
difficulties.
I can walk and everything. Just can try to put too much weight, like extra weight
Wait,
than my weight, but like try to carry something too
uh,
heavy because I don't want to re-injure it.
I understand.
Yeah, I was just last time I think when you were on, I was on the works of looking for a house. Well, I'm already bought the house, and this is the house, moved in already. Kind of
I
looks like,
remember.
yeah. So I haven't set up my minerals or nothing behind me. So we still got a lot of unpacking to do. Just put it that way.
Mm.
We still got to finish moving some of the garage, and then of course cleaning the other house. So that's hopefully this weekend is what we're going to be doing. I had to move my dogs over here, so they got to get used to it too. The change from one
Yeah,
location.
that's a very delicate process for them.
Yeah, because they become territorial of the area
Yeah.
because what they know it. So now they got to get used to this area, where they're staying at and stuff like that. But they'll get used to it. It's just no, that happens not just to anybody or to everybody, right? When you move, you got to get used to it.
I think that's the
But I have
reason
been getting
that
plenty of rest here where I'm at.
yeah. I
No,
think
no, no,
the
no,
reason
no
that,
paranormal
that
activity. Sister
no,
Rain,
not
Cleopatra.
paranormal. I think they trying to put you extra weight for you to slow your moving process because they know that you're moving to a different force field with your dogs, with your minerals, with your building. So they try to slow your process.
I
Yeah,
really,
this
I'm
area
back.
here seems pretty nice. Uh, I don't feel no kind of activity at all here, so that's good. Uh, but I'm not gonna have as many minerals I had at the other house. I'm just gonna keep them like a little display on a certain section of the house. All
All right, cousin. See you tomorrow, man.
right, cousin. Yeah, I was just
Gotta
doing
meet
a
me in good hands.
See you tomorrow.
Do you know? I don't remember the exact name. I think it's called Paranita. Paranita. Uh, Let me show you. I found this one because some lady gave it to me. It's Paranita. In Spanish, they called it the gold
Is it
of the fool. El oro de los tontos.
gold? It's like pyrite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was
yeah.
checking some.
I have pyrite, but right now everything's boxed up. I still gotta, I don't want to keep too much like I had at the other house. I promised my wife that I'll keep it roomier to put other things besides minerals.
Hmm?
But I have a lot of minerals.
Are you having problems with your stomach or your digestion?
No, no.
Okay, cool. I remember that the movie of Bruce Lee, Dragon,
Yeah.
when he was starting his first Wing Chun school, and he was moving to a new space, and he put these mirrors, like hexagonal mirrors, called bakwa, and he was putting bakwas in the windows, in the doors, because in the Chinese cosmovision, those bakwas, those mirrors, are like protections. So I think when you finish establishing yourself in the process of moving, Uh, the leg is going to be a joke,
Oh
but
yeah,
a reminder
it'll
that
heal.
yeah,
It'll heal. I've had numerous injuries. It just takes time. But yeah, it'll feel better. I've been really exhausted. Like the first week, 2 weeks, just really exhausted. When you're going to sleep, but you can't get no rest because you're thinking of what you're going to do the following day. It's very time consuming.
I know the feeling, and I think that if you're exhausted, that's a very good sign because you have a lot of energy. The
Yeah,
people that don't know the amount or the value of their energy, they don't know when they are exhausted.
yeah. So I've just been resting and replenishing my energy. Just taking my time. I was just doing the quick live tonight just to say hi to the members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, to the chosen ones. Just to say that I'm okay. Uh, I've just been, busy with the move and fixing things and stuff like that. Doorknobs, uh, trying to build a fence. Things besides the move, other things, that we're trying to do, just to make it a bit better environment.
It will be better, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. The other location, uh, you know, there's things of the past. People come and go. I know in the other house, I think, if I'm correct, somebody had passed away in that house, in the room that where I slept. An old lady had passed away in there, and I believe that there is a ghost of that lady still that lives in that home, in that house. That's why I think one of the reasons there was a lot of activity in there. It's one of them. You know, the lady was staying protected by the minerals and the prayers within the house. I think the dark shadow figures might have been coming for her spirit or something. I don't know, but I'm not there no more, and it's not spiritually. Sometimes we're supposed to intervene spiritually to pray for spirits, but at the same time, uh, I just like doing the spiritual work here in Spiritual Cryptid Encounters. You know, attaining the Heavenly Love Foundation through Jesus Christ, of course. You know, there's many other people that believe in many other things, right? But
I think
he is the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end. He controls time. When we're talking about time, he can make things happen where you could be in a serious situation, and it gives you enough time to get out of the situation. You might get hurt a little bit, but you can heal. But it can get you from a situation that's very dangerous and get you out of it to controlling time to give you enough speed to get out of the situation. Like I say, you might still wind up injured, but not as serious as it was supposed to be. Which in my case, I think that's what happened. Higher intervention, but that's good. That as you get older, you don't have the speed that they used to have. But the one that can give you the speed is the Heavenly Father. He'll give you the speed. He'll give you the strength of whatever you need to at that circumstance, at that time. He'll give you what you need in order to overcome the situation. And He's done that for me numerous times throughout my life.
that's nice. I think when I experienced some some crisis, this old man in the he was a very old man of the Krishna conscious devote. when I was associating with them, and he told me, when you have a crisis, the worst crisis, you need to think it could be worse. Everything always can be worst. So when you realize that uncertainties or expectations or crisis like despair, anxiety, all those things, injuries, accidents, um, when you are like very low because so many things hit you simultaneously. He told me, when you are in the worst place, in the worst state, you need to think and you can manifest it could be worse.
Yeah,
Everything always can be worse. So when you say it could be worse, this is not. So I'm in a crisis. Maybe I have problems, many problems, but it could be worse. And now is not.
yeah. That's how I see it as, like what happened with my leg. It could have been really bad if the heavy
Exactly.
valve gave me the time to be able to stop the dolly from rolling with the weight of the minerals, and it would have caught me my leg on the. It still caught me, but I was able to stop the weight and the dolly rolling towards my leg with my hand. If I wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to stop it, uh, then it could have been very bad for my leg. But I
Yeah.
was able
You
to
don't
stop
have a
it.
broken leg. You have
No,
a injured leg.
it could have been very, very serious injury. But
Yeah.
it happened that way. It's,
Yeah.
gave me enough time. It still hurt me, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yes. That's exactly the point that I was telling you about this old man. When you realize it could be so much worse, you can realize the fortune.
I was just trying to figure out how a dolly with the weight of probably like 150 or 200 pounds is going to be
Wow.
rolling my way by itself. How does how is that possible? It's like I put it on the ground and I went to try to lift the thing and it started rolling by itself and it caught. I tripped. My foot got caught on the trailer. The dolly and the 150 pounds was moving by itself, or 200 pounds was moving by itself, like somebody was pushing the dolly, but there was nobody pushing the dolly. There's no way. There's no way a dolly is going to push itself with like 200 pounds. No way it's going to move 200 pounds.
Yeah.
What I seen, it seemed like there was a force moving that weight, trying to take out my leg.
Yeah. Of course. That's what I was telling you, that they're trying to uh, maybe stop your moving process, or
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
but
uh,
yeah, we've done most of the moving. We just got to move a couple of more items. All the heavy stuff already moved.
let me tell you this. I have years ago, I almost got married to this woman, and at the end, she betrayed me. And when I get out of that relationship, I have a cyst in my left thigh, in my leg. I have a cyst, and everybody is like telling me, "Hey, you need to have surgery for that. It could be cancer. You don't know. You need to get rid of it." And I'm like, I know. I have this cyst in my leg since almost 5 years now, and it got bigger. But I'm relaxed in the sense that I know that cyst is pain of the betrayal, of the treason, and I will get rid of it. someday I will have the surgery. But I live with that cyst. It's a ball in my leg, and I know it's pain because of the betrayal, because of the treason. So I know the higher power is going to help me with that. So I don't have this thinking, oh, I need to have surgery because it could be cancer. But everybody else are more worried than myself. And it's my leg, it's my cyst. And I know it's a process of pain materializing in a cyst, and I will get rid of it. But everybody else is like, you need to get rid. You need surgery. You could be cancer, and everybody's so worried, and they got so ang- the level of anxiety of everybody else is very strong. So I need to say, oh yeah, I will have surgery to calm them down. I cannot explain this to them because they don't participate in
Yeah, you can
that.
give power to the things that you're going through. Because you give it power, then it's going to have power over you. And the unseen forces, they'll do anything to try to keep you, should I say, bonded. So I do a lot of praying, and leave everything to the Heavenly Father. Just like my leg is getting healed already. Just gotta go. Healing takes time, especially when certain medicines that you take, it makes your healing factor take longer. But you know, just gotta let it heal. But it's not that bad. It looks bad, but it's not that bad. I'm able to walk on it and everything.
Yeah, because it could be worse, and it's
Yeah.
not. That's the best part. Um, I'm going to bed, my friend, but I'm gonna tell you this. Um, when my friend taught me about the no distance concept, so I will be most at honored to make the exercise to send everything that I can to your leg because I'm in Chile, but I don't believe in distance because I can manifest asking for the higher power to heal your leg faster. So your moving process will be more than protect. And if I can bring something, I can add something. Um, that's my message, my friend.
Yeah. The Heavenly Father has been working. It's been healing it already. I still feel some pain. That's why I've been keeping it elevated to swelling. Keep the swelling down. You gotta elevate the leg. But yeah, prayers. Any kind of prayers is good. Of course, prayers is very powerful. See, my dog is barking, so he's trying to get used to it too. Just being here. Mother dog, he was crying for about 2 days, but now he's getting used to it. I got him in the other living room, so this kind of looks like the other house, but it's not. It's different. Uh, it's bigger. The living rooms is bigger than the other house. Um, just gotta set it up to how I want to set it up. So
They are establishing the perimeter, the el perímetro. Your dogs are establishing the perimeter. So they
yeah,
do that through sound, urine, the legs,
yeah.
everything.
I'm
Because
not that bad and just doing a quick live. I've been busy. I've been just relaxing, actually, taking a little vacation from being. I mean, for a long time there, was it from 7 days a week to 6 days a week? Just doing lives almost every day. And this is the first time in a long time that I'm able to take a little break. On
Yeah,
so I'm taking advantage of that.
maybe that was the message. Like, stop a little bit, get some rest, focus in the moving, and then you can carry on with your live stream and your mission.
Yeah,
But
that's why we're just doing a quick live tonight, and
yeah,
I was thinking about doing an open mic night tomorrow. That's what I told cousin Jesse, because I haven't been doing lives like I normally do, but it's because of the move. And of course the area here is pretty peaceful, so I'm able to get a good night's rest.
it could be worse, and it's not, and it's going to be marvelous. So
Yeah, yeah.
I send you all my best wishes, and I will be sending you all the prayers for your healing, and adding some particular for your perimeter.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for jumping on. Tomorrow, later on tonight, we'll have open mic night. That's what we're going to be having. I'm going to
Okay.
try to make open mic night for Tuesday
Okay. Cool.
later on tonight. All righty. Good night,
Take
brother.
care. Be
God bless you.
safe. You too. Thank you. This is where I get off. I'll leave here.
Well, there you go, folks. I was just doing a quick live tonight just to say that I'm doing okay. I got the dogs. I got Rebel living here now, but I got them. I'm trying to get them to stay in the other living room. I do bring them over here once in a while. I'm trying to keep them in the other living room, and I got Rocky in the garage. Rocky's got his own little TV in there. I'm just trying to get them to get used to the environment. I mean, they're going to have to get used to it, but yeah, they've been pretty mellow. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, let's see what time it is. 1:22 in the morning. I'm going to call it a night. Join tonight. Later on tonight, we're going to be having open mic night for whoever wants to jump on. I want to say thank you to those that tune in. To tune in tonight for the short live. I haven't done no investigations, but I like open mic nights because we talk about all kinds of things. So that'll be later on tonight. In saying that, thank you for everybody that tuned into this late night owl live. Thank you, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for those that got me in your prayers. See who shows up tomorrow night. In saying that, good night, everybody. This is Brother Abe CS. Song CS signing off for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Good night, everybody. God bless you all.